This is a true story. It was the summer of '96. I'm on MTV. And in the summertime, we would always do the MTV Beach House. I don't know if y'all remember that. We used to do Beach House, and it was super lit. And every celebrity, every musician, athlete, hot new artist would come, and we would get a chance to interview them. And I will never forget, it was me, Kennedy, John Cincio were on deck this particular day. And this was Will Smith's blow up summer, 1996. I will never forget it because it was a prolific summer for me, and it was a prolific summer for Will Smith. And what people don't know, at that time he was transitioning from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So he wasn't like Will Smith yet. Like, he was still Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and still doing his music, and he was right on the runway to the next level, right? And so for people back then who don't know, they used to do what they call movie junkets or press junkets. And by that, I mean, like, they would do trailers for your film, give you all the information on, the movie, the directors, the actors, and this, that, and the other. So we got like the sneak preview of Independence Day. I don't know how old you were in 1996, but I will never forget witnessing one of my homies blow up. Like, so Will comes out to the MTV house, right? So, major publicists, managers, Charlie Mack was there. Charlie Mack will attest to this story, and Will attest to this story. So what we did was, because it was a sci-fi movie, we made the alien ship look like it was over the beach house. If you go on YouTube, you will see it. This is no lies told, right? So so I'm saying in my mind, after I saw all the press stuff, I was like, yo, Will is out of here, bro. Will is out of here. Now, I'm on MTV. I think in '96, I might have only knocked out maybe a movie. I'm about to do How to Be a Player in '97. So Will is like ahead of me, you know what I mean? Like, he's already, on the jump off, right? But when Will came to the beach house, right? I'll never forget this. Will came in, we doing an interview and whatever, and he goes, yo, whose car is out there in front of the beach house? I said, what does it look like? He said, yo, it's crazy. It's, it's a Mercedes AMG. And I said, that's me. That's my ride. He said, what? I said, yes. I said, that's my ride, man. You like it? He was like, nigga, are you serious? MTV paying you like that? I was like, yep, we doing good over here, pimping. He was like, no way. And what was so crazy about, because I never thought like, Will would be impressed to that level, because he's a car guy as well, you know what I mean? But I didn't know that at the time. So he was kind of like, damn, man, that shit is hard. And I was like, yeah, I had to custom, order it and this, that, and the other. And I was the first cat to put like 19s when 19s first came out. 19s was big for a car back then, 19s, and then 20s, everybody started doing 20s. But I was the first person, at least back east, that I remember that had 19s. And I had to custom order those wheels to be on my car, so it looked real brolic, real, it was chunky than a motherfucker, right? So we doing the interview and shit. We do all the press. Vivica Fox is there. I forget the guy who was the captain or the lead in the film as well. He was there. John Cincio, Kennedy, and we did all the press and whatever, right? So we finish up everything, and Will not stop talking about this car, right? I don't know why this popped back in my head. So he came with him and Charlie Mack, and they leaving. And when you at the beach house, you had to walk back up to PCH. And what happened, we had like a motor court. So my car was parked in the motor court right in front of the beach house. So when you come down the hill, you just see it first. So, you know, it was a big car. And that was when, you know, they had the 500s. So we had the 500 and the 600, the V12 joint, you feel me? And so you couldn't miss it. It was sitting right there, right? Lo and behold, I am not bullshit, y'all. I don't know what that car did to Will Smith. Do you know Will went out and bought 2 of those the next day? True story. I swear to God, you ask Charlie Mack, ask Will. I said, damn, boy, pressure bust pipes.